Welcome back to Portugal. And I am so happy to be back here. Even though I was only away for a very few days, I missed it very much. And as you can see, the sun is shining. We have blue skies here. And yes, it feels a little strange coming back. I think it's the same when you go on holiday and then you come back to your house. Everything feels like something has changed. And here, yes, there have been quite a few changes, like outside a lot in the garden area. Everything has grown crazy. And inside the house, well, I will take you around and give you an update as to what's been happening. And for those of you who are interested in how my daughter did in the Brighton Marathon, it was her first marathon and she did a really great time. She did it in 5 hours, 36 minutes. And it was quite a challenging day because there was quite a bit of wind and also there was sunshine, which was amazing. But yes, it brings another challenge in itself. So at the end of it, she was a bit sunburned, I have to say. And in the last part of it, you could obviously see the toll that it had taken. She was extremely tired and her legs were hardly working at all. But she managed to sprint over the finish line and I am so proud of her. Yeah, and so I am so happy that I went back to the UK to support her for that. So now let me show you around. Welcome to my stone house here in Monsanto. I knew as soon as I saw it, I loved it. So I sold my house in Leiria and bought my dream home in the heart of the countryside, with Monsanto looming on one side and the most beautiful mountain range on the other. And my new project of renovating this old stone house and rejuvenating the forgotten vineyard and orchard garden will begin. One of the things here behind me, I'm sure if you can see, it has become really overgrown with all the grasses now. So this is going to be one of my jobs to do this week, is to trim all this grass here. And actually you can now see that this tree here, if I can show you, this tree is budding or has little leaves on it. That wasn't like that when I went. And I'm just going to turn, well, no, I'm not going to turn the camera around. I'm going to turn myself around and look at the apple tree. Isn't that beautiful? With that beautiful blossom on it. It's so lovely. And as we step into this room here, I must admit I did think that the tiling would have already started, but as you can see, there is just a pile of all the tiles here. But what has been happening is they have been washing all the walls to get all the rest of the, the dust and the dirt off, and have been cleaning up all the where the paint was on the beams, and also filling the screw holes in all these beams. And actually there was quite a lot of screw holes. And so yeah, so now the screw holes are not obvious at all. So that's good. And let me take you outside here, because the last time I took you out here, there was lots of trenches everywhere. And now, although we still have very big mounds of earth, there is no trenches. Although this whole area really needs to have more of this earth pulled over and levelled off better than it is. You can see that this is where the granite is, which I need to sweep off really again, and then it kind of runs down on a slope now. Let me see if I can get this in from here. Yeah, it's running down on a bit of a slope down there. So ideally I would like to level this out here. We're not quite connected yet with the pipe work. Oh, not sure what's going on here. Something has happened because all of that is filled in, but the pipe is there. And again, just in here, it's a matter of, they're just doing all the cleaning process in here too. And, oh no, the pipe is there. Oh yes, okay, so look, that pipe has been covered up with soil from the outside anyway. So all of that then needs to be filled with stone. Yeah, so it's not an entranceway for cats. And the other thing that's happened is the electrician came back and he's sorted out all the electrics, cut all the wires out, and he's put these little plastic covers on at the moment where they need to be. And because I forgot, how could I have forgot, about having an extractor fan in the bathroom, we have now unfortunately had to break the wall where that was all made, so that's all going to have to be made good again. And we have put in the little space there in the roof. You see that? Just a hole there where the electricity cable is coming from, so we can connect that to an extractor fan. And it's looking pretty neat and tidy up there, I have to say. It's looking nice. Unlike the floor, which is just a complete mess. Just look at this awesome grapevine. It's already growing so much. This is the field right opposite my house, and I'm just going to zoom in because it is laden with beautiful flowers. I'm not sure if you can see. I'll try and zoom in. But there's white, there's lavender, there's dandelions. Oh, I think you can see there. And all the trees with their leaves on. It's all looking so fresh and lovely now. I'm about halfway through this job. It's pretty warm actually today, so I'm going to leave the rest till later. So this is the side that I have done here, and so to expose all the vines because they're all growing and I want them to have space to grow. And then this is the difference. I think you can see the difference between this side now which has got lots of grasses in it compared to this side here. And I've not cut the grass like really short because it's still good to have that surface layer of grass on the top, so if it does rain then it's going to keep the ground moist for longer, although of course during the summer it does get very, very dry. So but it will just preserve the greenness for a little bit longer into the summer. So we have the whole crew here this morning. Ooh. Tabitha, Beijos, and I'm not sure what we're going to call this one. Scruffy. Maybe Scruffy. So today we have some action going on in here. We've just completely cleaned the floor in here. It's looking spotless. It's really good. And now we are, I say we, it's not me, putting this PVA down on the floor before it gets latex put on it tomorrow. I'm wanting to plant some lilies, and these were given to me by a friend, and they are very good, lily, very good, just really nice pretty flowers that would look really great where the compost area is, but maybe I'll plant them somewhere else too. So they're, let's see, they're quite big seeds. So these are the seeds, and apparently you can't just plant them like this. You have to use some sandpaper. Now I've lost the seeds. You have to use some sandpaper and sand the outer coating. This is like easier said than done. Okay, so anyway, we have to sand the outer coating, so I'm going to do this off camera. So it was really tricky with the sandpaper, so now I've decided to use a nail file. I'm going to see how this goes. I think this is going to work much better. Ah, look, that's what's supposed to happen. You file it down to the little white seed there, and I can actually hold this without it jumping out of my hand all the time. Well, but still tricky. So I'm gradually getting there, but it's quite a thick skin, like covering. Oop, and I keep dropping it. Can you see that on there? So the white bit is the seed, but I don't understand why a seed would have such a protective covering on if it doesn't grow without breaking the covering. I'm not really sure what kind of lily it is to find the answer myself, but maybe you guys know. Why would I need to do this for it to grow? I have no idea what this is, but it's now stuck in the stuff. So I'm going to need to try and help it. And the latex. So this is now all latexed and is drying out, ready to start tiling tomorrow. So I managed to get it off of the floor. It was pretty stuck with the latex, and I've just put some water there to help it. So I think it just needs to dry out now, and then hopefully it will be able to fly off and be okay. It is an absolutely warm, hot day here in Portugal today. I think it's around about 25 degrees. Yes, so I've smothered myself in suntan cream, and I am going to sort out this area here behind me next to the old bathroom, because this is where I am going to be having a shower now. It's really the only place that I have got that is kind of a little bit private from anyone who might be walking down the street. And yeah, so I'm going to clear all of this stuff here away somewhere. So that's all I need to do is have the shower tray here, just something to stand on. I'll clean it. And then I'll rig something here to hold the shower onto. So that's it. My outdoor shower is something like this, just using the old shower tray. And I've just rigged up the shower on this piece of wood here. Bucket. That's all I need. And you can see that I have privacy here because I'm behind this, the bathroom here. No one walks along here, and it's higher than head height anyway. So I'm all good. I've just finished trimming the rest of this area here. And it's 20 to 8 in the evening. It's so warm. And look at the beautiful vines that we can see now growing. And I've left these purple flowers as well because they're really nice, and obviously they're good for the bees too. So it's very exciting. The first few tiles are laid on the floor. Well, we're just putting them in position. And I like the way they're looking. The colour of them. I'll zoom in so you can see. But they really go nicely, I think, in this room. So let's see. The project manager, Bejo's here, inspecting the work. And so this is as far as we've got with the tiles. And let me show you the colour. Obviously they're a little bit dirty still at the moment. It actually looks lighter than it actually is. It's quite a dark grey colour. But it's nice, it's very warming to the floor. And yeah, I'm very pleased with the progress. So they will be back on Monday to finish the job.